Welcome, everyone. We're going to go ahead and try to get started. We've got quite a few seats down here available. If anybody would like to take one of those, please feel free. We're abiding by all the rules. I took my mask off just to talk. And as you can see, we've got our chairs spaced out, trying to set a good example for the rest of the public. It's certainly my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you that are here today. And it truly has turned out to be a warm welcome. We weren't for sure there for a while when it was raining a little bit, but things are working out well. Your presence, whether you're here in person or through the live stream that's being projected out into the community right now, means a great deal to all of us, and we certainly thank you for being here today. I wanted to recognize some of our honored guests as we get started here. I'm happy to be joined by fellow commissioners Liz Poole, Blake Kiger, Diane Honeycutt, and I'm Steve Morris. I didn't introduce myself. But we're also proud to have, truly does, we had that dump truck to come by on person so it would sound like a construction zone since this is a groundbreaking. But we're delighted to have Judge Billy Hamby with us today. Raise your hand wherever you're standing around. Judge Erwin Spainhour, also with us, welcome. Sheriff Van Shaw, Judge Christy Wilhelm. We're delighted to have Ashley Shanley from the DA's office. Judge Canoose is here as well. Judge Grossman, Judge Cloninger, and we're happy to have Bill Baggs from the Clerk of Court office as well. Certainly great to have all of you here today. Today we're going to hear from Honorable Superior Court Judge Marty Mcgee. He has served as Chief Administrator for Justice in our community for over 20 years. And also from Jody Driggs, Vice President of Silling Architects, who's led the firm as a principal and a design leader since 2001. We are definitely celebrating a historic moment here in Cabarrus County. And although COVID-19 has limited our ability to come together, in no way does it diminish the importance of this event. I wish we had some film of back in 1974 when the commissioners and other justice officials had the groundbreaking for our current courthouse. I imagine at that time they probably thought that this wouldn't be done again for 100 years. But this is a testament to the growth that we're experiencing here in Cabarrus County. This ceremony is a culmination of years of work that went toward developing the right team, a shared vision, and setting common goals. Our vision focuses on preserving history and then building on it. The past has brought us to this moment and has prepared us to embrace the possibilities of the future. The activity behind me will result in a civic destination at which the community will gather and engage, a gateway to justice. The design, which includes a public plaza, will change the landscape and provide the opportunity for more connection to downtown businesses, shops, and eateries for the community to enjoy. The county is proud to lead this project, and we thank our courthouse partners, including Silling Architects, Messer Construction, our court officials, the DA's office, the Clerk of Court's office, the Sheriff's Office, City of Concord, the Downtown Concord Redevelopment Corporation, and the businesses that bring vitality to downtown Concord. You play an integral role in seeing this vision through. In celebration of the activity to come, our ceremony includes two featured experiences. Under the tent to my right is artist Kev Harris of Concord's Clearwater Arts and Studios. He is performing a live painting presentation that we will reveal shortly. You can also learn more about the rich history and promising future of the Cabarrus Courthouse by engaging with our touchless interactive fact stations, which are located around the area where we're seated now. And we'll share a little bit more about that later. With that, I would like to welcome our first speaker, the Honorable Superior Court Judge Marty Mcgee, and he will be followed by Jody Driggs, Vice President of Silling Architecture. Please join me in welcoming these gentlemen to the podium.
Thank you, Chairman Morse. For the fifth time in 225 years, this community comes together to build a courthouse, a space to resolve disputes and to provide justice. On the dust cover of Judge Clarence Horton's book, A Historical Sketch of Old Concord, he provides the text of Chapter 58 of the laws of 1795. This is how the groundbreaking of our first courthouse came about. It provides in part a bill to empower the County Court of Cabarrus to appoint commissioners to erect public buildings in said county, entitled An Act to Appoint Commissioners to Erect a Courthouse, Prison, and Stocks in the County of Cabarrus. Be it enacted by the General Assembly of the State of North Carolina, it is hereby enacted by the authority of the same, that the County Court of Pleas and Quarter Sessions, which shall be first held in the County of Cabarrus after the passing of this act, be and they hereby authorized and required the appointment of 3 discreet and prudent persons, residents of said county, to superintend and contract with proper workmen for the erecting of a courthouse, prison, and stocks on the land of Samuel Hewley. Commissioners are hereby directed to have said public buildings erected for the use of said county, and the sheriff of said county shall pay into the hands of said commissioners all sum or sums of money as he has or may collect for the purpose of defraying the expense of said building, and be by them applied accordingly. Pursuant to this enactment by the General Assembly, the first courthouse was built in 1796 in the center of Union and Corbin Streets, and it was described by Robert W. Allison, whose portrait hangs in our historic courthouse in his 1893 History of Concord as follows. The courthouse, built by John Masters, was a rather inelegant 30-foot square frame building, 15 feet high, with a shingled hip roof. The building rested on 3 pillars, 3 feet high. Small windows admitted a light to sparsely furnished interior, which is dominated by a judge's bench at one end. A table for the use of the clerk was located in front of the bench. There were seats for a jury, a table for the lawyers and litigants. There was little room for spectators in the cramped quarters, which was hot in the summer and freezing cold during the winter months. The second courthouse was built 30 years later across the street from our current courthouse. No picture of it survives, but it's been described as a 2-story brick building of colonial design. It burned to the ground in 1875 after 49 years of use. The bases of 2 columns of that building rest on the side of our historic courthouse. Our third courthouse, which many of us refer to as our historic courthouse, was completed in 1876. It was designed by G.S. Applegate, and it took approximately 1 year to build. This beautiful building served our community as a courthouse for 99 years. As many of you know, it was saved at the last minute from destruction by a group of dedicated volunteers that ultimately became organized as the Historic Cabarrus Association. This organization and its museum are now housed in that very building along with the Arts Council. Our fourth courthouse, the one we use today, was completed in 1975. Initially, it also housed other governmental offices and had an unfinished third floor. Given the tremendous growth we have experienced, those other governmental offices have long ago been relocated, and the third floor has been used for more than 25 years. Initial planning to address the lack of space was halted as a result of the Great Recession. Shortly after I became Senior Resident Superior Court Judge in 2015, the county indicated to me that it wanted to consider moving forward with creating additional space. I eagerly agreed to participate and help in any way. The county does not have to ask the courthouse community to participate in the details. I am comfortable in saying that all of our courthouse leaders greatly appreciate the opportunity to help shape this building. Our courthouse leaders have worked with the county and its architects and builders in the Cabarrus County Courts way, collaboratively. Our courthouse leaders have given freely of their time, traveled to multiple courthouses to gather ideas, participated in many large and small meetings, viewed mock courtrooms, considered how growth and technology will shape our future. In this endeavor, I am proud to have worked with and continue to work with our Chief District Court Judge, Christy Wilhelm, our former Chief District Court Judge, William G. Hamby Jr., District Attorney Roxanne Vandekoven, Chief Assistant District Attorney Ashley Shanley, Clerk Bill Baggs, and the various Cabarrus County Bar Presidents who have served during the planning phase. Many other people, such as our local judges, clerks, probation officers, attorneys, courthouse security, mediators, and others have contributed. Ultimately, we hope these efforts will help produce an outstanding product that will well serve our community long after our turn has passed. I remember Tom Potts, our lead architect, asking me what my vision is for the building, and I told him that I hope our community can design and build a courthouse that is suited to fulfill its high purpose, a place to provide justice, and that our historic courthouse should serve as our inspiration. It should be designed for court efficiency, to serve the community for many years, avoid wasteful expense, to be flexible for changes in technology, and provide a comfortable and welcoming place for our jurors, the members of our community who often have the most difficult and important responsibility in the building. Again, I'd like to thank the county commissioners for allowing us in the courthouse to participate in the planning of this new building. I hope we've been of service to you and our community in this endeavor. It has been a great experience working with our commissioners, Mike Downs, Kyle Billifer, and other county staff members, as well as our architects and builders. Thank you all. To paraphrase President John Adams when he wrote his wife Abigail about his hopes for the newly built White House, may none but honest and wise persons work and serve as jurors under this roof. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge Mcgee. On behalf of myself, my business partner, Tom Potts, key contributors, Jeremy Jones and Fred Pack, who are with me today, all the members of our design studio back at Silling, and our design engineers, Sheezer Buckley Mayfield, Lynch Mikens, and Kimley Horn, we all want to say thank you so much for this opportunity you've given us to serve the people of Cabarrus County in delivering design and development services for this incredibly meaningful project. Over the last several decades, Silling Architects has developed into a leader in the planning and design of justice facilities. Courthouses are a building typology that we are incredibly passionate about and whose missions we believe in. The Cabarrus County Courthouse is called to be the built reflection of the institution of justice. We believe in the undeniable responsibilities of fairness and transparency, of accessibility and inclusion, and the delicate sensitivity and care with which this building must represent the principles and the delivery of equal justice under the law to all people. These truths about projects like this are as real and as important today as they have ever been in the United States. And we are humbled by the charge to convey these principles in the image of this new courthouse. Our team has really enjoyed pouring ourselves into the development of an architectural character that is rooted in the spirit of place. We have thoroughly enjoyed spending time with all of you and collecting experiences in the Cabarrus County and downtown Concord environments, and we've worked really, really hard to craft a project whose design language and vocabularies are consistent with its built environment. That is to say that it fits. A project whose materiality and detailing are relevant to its place and time, and really importantly, whose overarching posture echoes the warmth and the richness of the people that it serves. We hope that you find that the completed project is legibly responsive to the proud history, dynamic present, and hopeful future of all of you in this place. This project is made particularly special to us because of your county leadership's understanding of the transformative urban design opportunity that it presents. Just as the historic courthouse of the late 1800s and its 1960s replacement situated themselves on intentional public lawns or plazas that front on Union Street, we are excited to see the metamorphosis of Means Avenue into a new grand pedestrian plaza to again and continue to connect the identity of the expanded project to your historic urban core. This new outdoor civic space will serve to pull the energy and the animation of Union Street not just into the site, but we believe carve its way all the way through. Along Church Street, the placement of our new entry lobby and the interior public spaces of the building that serve the courts will not only establish a new urban edge just behind me, we believe that they will help to establish an consistency and a direction for a new era of urban and economic development in your downtown. A project of this scale is far too complex and requires too much extraordinary collaboration for me to think that I can thank everyone in person today. But we do want to specifically thank the Cabarrus County Board of Commissioners and the county management for their trust in us and what we do. We want to thank the inventory and asset management staff led by Kyle Billifer for their dedication to design excellence and achieving the highest value for the citizens of Cabarrus County. And we do want to thank and recognize the countless hours of input that we got from all of the end users of this project. That starts with the judges led by Judge Mcgee and Judge Wilhelm, the District Attorney's Office led by Roxanne Vanakoven and Ashley Stanley, various offices of the Clerk of Courts under the direction of Mr. Bill Baggs, and of course the courthouse security staff led by Captain David Taylor. So again, thank you for this opportunity and for the inspiration that you've provided us and our design team to develop a new justice facility that hopes to weave itself into the urban, architectural, and cultural fabric of Cabarrus County. We are so excited for all of you today, and we are honored to have been here to celebrate with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Mcgee and Jody. While Mr. Harris, to my right over here, wraps up his work and makes his way to the stage, I want to share a little bit more about the interactive fact stations, which you'll have an opportunity to experience after the ceremony. You'll see these stanchions circling around the stage area here and beyond, and each one of those provides a link to video stories of the evolution of the courthouse, featuring a very familiar face here in Cabarrus County, Judge Clarence Horton, the historian and also host of Cabarrus County Television's award-winning series, Historical Moments. If you're watching live on television or on our live stream, you can also take part in this interactive experience. Look to our comment section to engage with posts from the county that also lead directly to Judge Horton's stories. Follow the hashtag #CabarrusCourthouse. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Kev Harris, who will speak on his painting presentation. Kev is an oil painter who works from Concord's very own Clearwater Arts Center and Studio. He's a self-taught American portrait, figurative, and abstract painter whose work crosses many genres. His work has been seen in galleries across the East Coast, and we're delighted that his wife is joining him today. Please join me in welcoming Kev Harris to the stage to talk about his artwork. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm only going to be really brief. Thank you for the opportunity to have my work displayed in the new courthouse building. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm in the process of trying to wrap it up and finish it. I was not ready to come up here and say anything yet, but I wanted to make sure that I thank the entire Cabarrus County government staff and everybody that reached out to me, particularly Ms. Dominique Clark, for the opportunity. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy.
I think his painting will be an important part of history that will go along with this building for many years. We want to thank all of you for sharing in this historic moment. We look forward to celebrating with all of you and hopefully a whole lot more people when the doors open to the completed new building. As the expansion and renovations progress over the next few years, we invite you to go on this journey with us. You can follow frequent updates on our social media at Cabarrus County, tune in to Cabco TV on Spectrum Channel 22, and join our Board of Commissioners meetings on the first and third Monday of the month. And we'll be hearing regular updates on the progress of this project every month. Thank you for your time and your interest in the Cabarrus Courthouse project. Hope all of you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here. Reception follows. I think we survived okay. Great. We do have some refreshments over there. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you, sir.